And here in the Cafe of Dreams, what I love is the power of mentorship, Ed. And really, I believe that you are one of the leaders here in the community that stands for mentorship and leadership of all of the young people that you have brought into this industry as a result of your success. And I wondered if you would speak a little bit today about your mentors and who was it that really meant something to you? Who mentored you, Ed?
Yes, well, that's a stimulating question. And I think back in time, and one of my major mentorships at that point in time was the professor at the University of Cincinnati who taught liberal arts courses to engineers. All engineers had to take some form of liberal arts curriculum before graduation. And so I selected American history. And I sat in an auditorium, a fairly modest-sized auditorium with a lot of other engineers at 8 o'clock in the morning. And we were quite tired and sleepy from working in engineering the night before, so say 11 o'clock. And then he was doing his lecture, and I looked around the audience, and most of us were dozing a little. And then he wheeled around from the rostrum and said to the whole group, "Try to be something better." I never forgot that. Then he went on to explain what he meant. So he stopped talking to American history and talked about how students, children, youngsters that he knew, always tried to move downward rather than upward. He gave examples of clothes. So some wear jeans with holes. Then the next person sees that, wears jeans with bigger holes.
Right.
They have some young teenagers who use vulgar language. So then their friends decide to use more vulgar language. And I never forgot that. So all through my life after that, in my relationships with people, my work and so on, I always tried, including dress, I tried to be something better. So that was a form of important mentorship that came out of the blue, which I just have never forgotten.
That stayed with you ever since.
Yes, it did, and I really admire that professor. I've met with the deans of engineering 30 and 40 years later after he was deceased. I read his life history, which was written very famously going back in quite some time, and I really benefited from what I got from him.